Hello and welcome. Last year I recorded a video about Operation Konrad 1 from the Budapest 1945 game, and today I decided to return to this game with an Operation Konrad 2. This is one of my favorite games of the Great Battles 1939-1945 system, so I think it would be pretty cool to record a video about it again. And as for this operation was taken almost right after the fiasco of the Operation Konrad 1, and Germans decided to keep initiative in their hands and try to attack again. This time they wanted to make their strike in the middle part of the front and to make their way to Budapest. But the problem was that Soviets were already much better prepared than before. They gathered some of their mechanized forces and they prepared some serious defensive positions around Budapest. So the situation was definitely harder for Germans and their forces weren't much stronger. So this scenario takes 11 turns to go, and the victory condition is the same. A German player wins if he can make a road connection between this town of Tata and any hex of Budapest and keep it safe from the Soviet units or their zones of control. If he can make it, he wins the game instantly. And Soviet player wins if German player is not allowed to do so. When it comes to the special victory conditions, special scenario rules. Initiative is German. Supply. German player has a supply from the west and north part of the board, while Soviet player gets supply from the east part of the board. There are two additional bridges built here and there, and Soviets cannot cross the Donau between Komarno and Esztergom. This means on this way. Next, and this might be pretty important, starting with 14th of January, German player must remove one step of the units that are in Budapest per turn. So here is Budapest. As you can see, there is a couple of German and Hungarian units there, and they are pretty much surrounded. Soviets already captured a small part of this city, but the major part of the Budapest is still in German and Hungarian hands. And the question is if Soviets will try to capture some other parts of the city, or they will focus on defending their lines from the German attacks. Okay, so you can see there is a lot of units on the board in this scenario, yes, but I think that some of them will rather be pretty inactive. They will be simply keeping their positions, and only some of them will be attacking or defending. Well, we will see. Let's zoom camera a bit. I will have to move it here and there to show you everything, but I think it is better to zoom in so you can see everything better and more detailed. Okay, let's go with turn 1. So, what I am going to do? I think I have to capture this city of Szekesfehérvár first. And it won't be a piece of cake because Soviets have some anti-tank units here, and these anti-tank units negate all the star bonuses from our units. So 1, and here is a small river, so I need to spend 2 movement points. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now these heavy tanks. 1, 2. Sorry, I spent 1 point for the tracked units that enters clear terrain, and 2 movement points for the wheeled units. So 1, 2, and 3. This is cavalry, and they are moving down the primary road, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be enough to drive these Soviets off this place. Now here, I will attack with this entire division here, hoping it will be enough. I will keep these heavy tanks in reserve. If they will be needed, I will use them. Now this artillery and headquarter goes here. These Hungarians here will be probably simply defending their area, but, well, maybe I should move this headquarter more here, so it might provide some support if Soviets will try to do something nasty here. Okay, now this area, and I have only 6 points here. This is not much, but, well, I am attacking, so I have to attack. Hope this will be enough. And now I will move this headquarter here, so it will be allowed to support all these attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all of them are in its range. That's good. Now here, do I want to attack through these woods? I don't think so. The woods provide some modifier for the defender, and making your way through the woods might be really hard, especially if you want to gain some supply. So no, I will move this artillery 1, 2, 3 here, and 4 to provide some combat support. And this headquarter will go like that. 1, 2, and this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want it to move it to go somewhere here. We'll see if they can make it. Now this part of the front, I think they will simply stay here. So, but maybe I wonder if I can gather all this Hungarian cavalry division and attack this Soviet division. Does it make any sense? Well, why not? Let them try, and they might need some support. And luckily for them, I have some Hungarian reinforcements coming already in this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Some artillery. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Hungarian motorized infantry. Hope they will make it. Now here, I think I will try to attack this Soviet division. And here, well, I have a little choice. I have to attack here. So I will give these 2 heavy tank companies as a support, hoping it will do. I need to capture this area as well, because I need a road connection between Tata. So the road goes here, so I need to drive these Soviets out of this place. I will move my headquarter here to get support, and I think I might use these tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let them attack. And for this area next to Donau, I believe Germans are about to do nothing here. They are simply defending. I will move this headquarter and artillery here if Soviets will try to attack. And here I have German armored division, and I think it will stay. I mean, if Soviets will do any nasty stuff around, I might need it, so I'm not going to move it anywhere. I will keep it as some kind of my reserve. Alright, and finally there, these Germans are about to defend their positions. I don't think they have to do much stuff around, so simply let them stay for a while. And now, one more thing I want to do. I will move this regiment here, and this unit will remain here, and they will fortify themselves. Alright, that should be all for the German movement, and let's go to the German combat phase. Let's start here. I have 4 and 6, 12, 17 and 27 versus 5. 27 versus 5 is 5 to 1, and now 6 to 1 because of the entire division, and 7 to 1 because of the headquarter, and 6 to 1 because of the fortification. So it is 6 to 1, and we got 9. 6 to 1 and 9. This is dot and B2. So Soviet unit has to retreat 2 hexes. It has to undergo a morale check. It made it, and now Germans have to undergo morale checks as well. First here, and now there. They are all fine, and they can perform a pursuit. 1, 2, 1, 2. I will keep these tanks here because they need to protect this road as a supply road for these units. Next, here 6, 10, 15 and 20 versus 7. It's 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the star, 2 to 1 because of the road. So it is 2 to 1 and 5. This is B2 and the dot. So Soviets retreat 2 hexes, 1, 2. They have to undergo a morale check. They made it. And now morale checks for Germans. 8 and the 7, they are fine. So they can perform a pursuit. Here, 3, 6, 9 versus 8. This is 2 to 1. This is 1 to 1. 2 to 1 because of the headquarter, 1 to 1 because of the fortification. And 8 in the 1 to 1, -1, -1. Each side suffers 1 loss. Here, 6, 9, 14 and 17. 17 plus 7, it is 24. 24 versus 6 is 4 to 1. And now 4 to 1, 5 to 1 because of the headquarter, and 4 to 1 because of the fortification. So it's 4 to 1 and 7, B2. So they retreat here. Morale check for them, they are fine. And Germans pursue them like that. I want to protect this artillery. For example, this Soviet, if I will move somewhere here, then this artillery will be unprotected. Next here, 3, 6 and 10 versus 5. It's 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the division, 2 to 1 because of the fortification. So it is 2 to 1 and 10, -1, B1. So defender has to retreat 1. Oh, sorry, no, I was wrong. Why? I got 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the division, 2 to 1 because of the fortification, 1 to 1 because of the fortification in the town, and 1 to 2 because of the town. So the final odds are 1 to 2, and 10 in 1 to 2 is A2 minus 1 minus 1. This means that attacker has to retreat 2 hexes, suffer 1 loss, and defender suffers 1 loss. And they have to undergo morale checks. First this unit, and now the other stack. They are fine. Well, it wasn't very effective attack. Next, here 10, 15, 15 plus 5, it's 20, 20 and 6, it is 3 to 1, 4 to 1 because of the hit quarter, 3 to 1 because of the fortification, and 2 to 1 because of the woods. So it is 2 to 1 and 7 B1. So defender retreats. Oh wait, again I was wrong. Oh my. I was certain that these are woods, but this is a town. This is a city. So this is going to be very bad. Okay. So I have to count everything again. I got 3 to 1, 4 to 1 because of the commander, 3 to 1 because of the fortification, 2 to 1 because of the fortification in the town, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 2 because of the city. So this is 1 to 2 and 7, A1. Attacker has to retreat 1 hex. Nah. And well, they are not going to attack. They are definitely too weak, but they are going to attack. And now what do I have here? 2, 5 and 10 plus another 10, so it's 20. 20 versus 6 is 3 to 1. It's 3 to 1, and now I have 3 units of the 5th division, so it's 4 to 1. And I have anti-tank unit in attack, so it is 6 to 1. And 6 to 1, and there is my fortification, so it's 5 to 1. Oh, hell. Minus 1, B2. So defender retreats 2 hexes, and they have to undergo a morale check. They are fine, and Germans suffer 1 loss, and they can perform a pursuit. So they pursue like that. And final combat goes here, 2, 8, 12 and 17. I got 17 versus 6, so it is 3 to 1, 4 to 1 because of the hit quarter, 5 to 1 because of the white star versus armored units, 5 to 1 and 6 to 1 because of the division. So it's 6 to 1, and now we have 5 to 1 because of the fortification, and there are heals. 4 to 1, 3 to 1. So it's 3 to 1. Wait! Minus 1, minus 1. So both sides suffer 1 loss. Germans are definitely not very lucky with these rolls. So that's all for the Germans' attack. Next I have to check for the German supply. I believe that at the beginning of the game we don't have to worry about it much. Well, they have a supply because this unit protects this road. Here they are all in supply, and as for Budapest, they are considered to be in supply until the end of the game, but starting with 14 of January they will start to suffer 1 loss per turn. So all the other stuff is fine. We can finish German actions and we can go to Soviets. So what Soviets can do? They get no reinforcements at the beginning of the game, so they have to fight with whatever they have. And I will go here They will go there. This headquarter moves here. They can still defend themselves, and this division will move here. Their goal is to slow German advance, that's all. I will reinforce them with this cavalry unit. 1, 2, 3, 4. This area will be supported by cavalry as well, while this division will get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this cavalry unit, I will move it here. This artillery goes 1, 2, and 3. So it can provide support for these units if they will be attacked. So I think that's all at this area. Now here, 1, 1, 2, 3. I will send these tanks, these are Shermans, interesting, to support this part. And I think I am pretty safe here for now. Germans didn't make any serious breakthroughs, that's good. And now this area east of Donau. Now, do I want to attack with my Soviets here? Soviet units are pretty strong here, yes, but the question is if it makes any use for Soviets. I think not. I think that this part can remain static because Soviets aren't about to gain any victory points for pushing Germans off this part of the Slovakia. So let's just stay and wait what happens on the major part of the front. And now let's take a look on the Budapest area. So Germans are still pretty strong inside the city, so I think that assaulting it might be not very good idea. I think I will move my artillery a bit closer, and maybe I should simply fire onto the city with my guns, hoping to soften German defense a bit. I will start here with these two artillery units attacking this hex. I have 9, and now I have 1 because of the fortification and 1, 2 because of the city, so it's 3, and I have to make it double because of the artillery attack, so it is 6. So I have 9 versus 6, so this is 3. So I am attacking these Germans with the strength of 3. And 7. Oh, this is the worst roll possible, so this is nothing. Next here, same situation. I have 5, 10, minus 6, it is 4, so I am attacking with 4. Why not? No, again 7, so nothing. And finally, I'm going to make it here, so it is 14 versus 6, it is 8. And 5, finally some good roll, it is a dot. So these are Hungarians, and we have to make a roll for their possible disorganization. They are fine. So our artillery achieved literally nothing. That's not good. And I think that's all when it comes to the Soviet actions. Let me check for the Soviet supply. I believe there are no issues with that at the beginning of the game. Yeah, no Soviet units are surrounded. Okay, so this concludes turn 1. So, let's carry on with turn 2, and now 1 and 1. These tanks will go here, and this tank company 1, 2, 3, 4. They will continue their assault here. Same goes to them. I think I will send this Stück. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here to support this attack. This artillery moves here. These Hungarians, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have a hit quarter now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are some Hungarian reinforcements coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is only a Stück on its way, but it will take a while before they will reach the goal. So, learning my lesson, I'm not going to make another attack here because it would be probably a disaster. Now I need some support here because attacking this town with these forces alone proved to be ineffective. But first I need to gain make some progress here. So these guys are moving here. They will continue their assault there. I will try. Oh no, I cannot because the Soviets are stronger here. So I think I might move these Hungarians there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe they will be able to help me. And is that all for Germans? Let me check. I believe that's all. So, let's check for combat. So, 6, 11, 16, 20, 22 versus 5. It is 4-1. 5-1 because of Black Star, 6-1 because of the other Black Star, and 7-1 because of the entire division. So it is 7-1 and 6-1 because of the town. So 6-1 and 6, B3. 1, 2 and 3, and 2 morale checks. 1 and 2, they are fine. Wait, I'm not sure. Russians normal, no. When they get 10, they are disorganized. And now Germans. 1, 1, 2, 3, and that's all. Oh, I forgot to move them here. My mistake. Okay, so 6, 10, 15, 20 versus 7, so it's 3-1. 4-1 because of the division. 3-1 because of the Soviet headquarters, 2-1 because of the anti-tank guns, and 1-1 because of the small river. So it is 1-1 and 9. This is -1 for the attacker. So as you can see, this is not an offensive this is not how we would like to run our offensive. Now here 5 and 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 versus 5 is 3 to 1. 4 to 1 because of the hit quarter. 4 to 1 and 3 to 1 because of the fortification. So it's 3 to 1 and 6 B2. So they need to retreat 2 hexes. Disorganization roll, they are fine, and German pursue it. Now here 2, 8, 11 and 16. 16 versus 9 is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the yellow star, 4 to 1 because of the black star, 5 to 1 because of the yellow star, and 6 to 1 because of the division. So it's 6 to 1, pretty good. But roll is not very good. It is 10, so it's just B2. So Soviets retreat here, morale check, they are fine, and Germans pursue like that. And next, who's going to attack next? Here. I have 1, 4 and 9, 15 and 19. 19 versus 10 is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the white star, and 4 to 1 because of the entire division, and 5 to 1 because of the hit quarter, and 4 to 1 because of the fortification. So it is 4 to 1, no, 4 to 1 and 11, minus 1, B1. Defender retreats 1 hex, and attacker has to suffer 1 loss. And the last attack. 1, 7, 11, 16. 16 versus 6 is 3 to 1, 4 to 1 because of the commander, 5 to 1 because of the white star, and 6 to 1 because of the division, 5 to 1 because of the fortification, 4 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the hills. So 3 to 1, and these rolls are not really loving Germans. 10, this is minus 1, B1. So Soviets retreat 1 hex, Germans suffer 1 loss. Okay. And they perform a pursuit, of course, but their progress is, well, not very impressive. So, that's all for the German combat? Yeah, that's all. Now let me check for the German supply, but I believe everything is fine so far. No one is out of supply. Yeah, no one is out of supply. So this concludes the German actions in the turn 2. Now Soviets. So, what are they going to do? How many movement points do I have to spend with infantry crossing small river? Oh, well, +1. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's how can I move. They are holding their position, so I think I will fortify them. They need to withdraw, but 1 hex only. I want to keep them slowing German advance. Same goes to them. They are moving like that. And these Soviet divisions, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here everything seems to be fine as for now. And now this area, this is the This is where Germans are making their hardest attacks, so they will retreat here. They will fortify themselves. And they will simply step back. So Germans are making a really small progress here, usually one hex only, so it might be really hard for them to reach the Budapest. But well, they have 11 turns and this is just the second turn, so maybe, who knows. Okay, so I think that's all when it comes to Soviets. And do they want to perform any attacks? Well, I think that I don't have much opportunity to attack anywhere here, but again I will try my artillery attacks on Budapest. First here I have 9 versus 6, so it's 3. Oh, maybe this time I was lucky. Let me check. It is 4 and 3. This is a disorganization check. They are fine. Now here I have 14 versus 6, so it's 8. Okay. This is instant disorganization for Germans. Sorry, Hungarians. So I need to take a German disorganization marker. And here I have 10 versus 6, so it's 4 and 10. This is nothing. So it wasn't very effective. And this concludes turn 2, I believe. Yeah. Let me check if I'm not... I didn't forget anything. No, looks like everything is fine. Oh, one more thing. Now we have a Soviet supply phase. And now I have doubts about this unit. Why? Because it can get a supply from these hexes, because there is a road, and here we have a woods. So I need to check how many movement points of supply Soviets have. 8. And for moving through the woods, motorized units spend 4 movement points. So I can only trace a supply through the woods for the 2 hexes. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and here 1, 2. So I cannot reach this road or that hex. So this means that this unit is out of supply. Any other Soviet units? I think not. I think all the other Soviet units are fine. I mean, these dudes here, they are between the rivers, but these are small rivers, so +2, +4, okay, they are in supply. So that's all when it comes to the Soviet actions, and this concludes turn 2. Here we go with turn 3. So I think the Germans make the biggest advance somewhere here on this Czechoslovakia area. So let's try to gain more. 1, 2. This cavalry will simply control this town. It will be enough. And these tanks will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These tanks will go here. Here I will move it like that. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 1. My artillery moves here. these Hungarians will try to protect, to help this their German allies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will try to attack here again, and here I will attack with this Hungarian motorized division and artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These Stuks are going to help them too, but not for now. And here I have two choices: to attack here or to help them to capture this important city of Bichke, because I need to capture this city to be able to make my way from Tata to Budapest. So I think I will still push on Budapest for now. This is more important. But I will move some of my infantry units. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So they will be able to help me a bit. Okay. I believe that's all when it comes to Germans. Well, let me think. Can I do more? I believe not. I believe that's all Germans can do for now. So let's go with German attacks. And they are attacking here. So 2, 8, 13 and 18 versus 6. So it's 3-1 and 4-1 because of the division, 3-1 because of the headquarter, 2-1 because of the fortification, 1-1 because of the fortification in the city, 1-2, 1-3 because of the city. So this is going to be hard, and 9 in the 1-3, A2 -1 -1. So attacker has to retreat 2 hexes, suffer 1 loss, and have to undergo a morale check. They are fine, and defender suffers 1 loss. Next here, 4, 8, 13 and 18. 18 versus 7, it's 2-1. 3-1 because of the division, and 4-1 because of the headquarter. 3-1 because of the headquarter, 2-1 because of the fortification, 1-1 because of the star, and 1-2 because of the small river. 1-2 and 8 is A1. Attacker retreats 1 hex. Now 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 and 18. 18 versus 5 is 3-1, 4-1, 3-1. So that's all. And 4, B2 and the dot. 1, 2. Morale check for Russians, they are fine, and for Germans 7 and 11. So this German unit is disorganized and they can pursue. Now 5, 7, 7 plus 6, 13 and 16. 16 versus 9 and 12. So it's 16 versus 12 is 1-1, 2-1 because of the yellow star, 3-1 because of the black star, 4-1 because of the yellow star, and 5-1 because of the division. So it's 5-1 and 8, B2. 1, 2. Disorganization check. Soviets are fine. So Germans pursue. Here 6, 9, 14, 17. 17 versus 3. 17 versus 3 is 6 to 1, 7 to 1 because of the division, 8 to 1 because of the hit quarter, 7 to 1 because of the fortification, 6 to 1 because of the fortification in the town, and 5 to 1 because of the town. 5 to 1 and 5 is B3. So they have to retreat 3 hexes, 1, 2, 3, and suffer 2 morale checks, and 8, they are fine. Hungarians can pursue. Next, 6, 7, 9, 15, 19, 22, 24, 27. 27 versus 10 is 3 to 1, 4 to 1 because of the division, 5 to 1 because of the hit quarter, 4 to 1 because of the fortification, 3 to 1 because of the fortification in the city, 2 to in the city, yes, in the city, 2 to 1, 1 to 1 because of the city, and 1 to 2 because of the small river. So it is 1 to 2 and 7, still A1. So looks like Germans cannot make it here, and this is very bad. Now here, 1, 4 and 7 versus 10, it is 1 to 1, 2 to 1 because of the white star, 3 to 1 because of the black star. So it's 3 to 1, and 10 minus 1 B1. So again, Germans have to suffer 1 loss, and Soviets retreat only 1 hex. Now here, 10 versus 6, so it's 1 to 1, and 1 to 2 because of the fortification, and 1 to 2 and 10, A2 minus 1 minus 1. So they have to retreat 2 hexes, they have to suffer 1 loss, and defender suffers 1 loss. They have to undergo a morale check, they are fine. Now here, 1, 7, 13, and 18. 18 versus 10 is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the yellow of the white star, 4 to 1 because of the hit quarter, 3 to 1 because of the fortification. So 3 to 1 and 7 is B2. So they retreat here, and morale check, they are fine, and Germans can pursue. So they pursue like that to not be cut out of supply. And I believe that's all when it comes to German attacks. Looks like so. Now I have to check for the German supply. I think there are no problems with German supply so far. Everything seems to be fine. I mean, I control this road, so these units are in supply because supply reaches here, and because of that they are in supply. So all the remaining units are in supply. Okay, that's good. Well, they are in... wait a moment. They are in supply because this unit is in supply, and when your adjacent unit are in supply, then the other unit is also in supply. Okay, so that's all when it comes to the German actions. Now, Soviets. This unit will stay here and reorganize itself. They are defending here pretty fine. They will retreat to these woods. Here, 1, 2. I think I might even stay here and try to counterattack. Why not? They retreat here, and they will be supported by this division. This cavalry will stay here. So these Hungarians have a limited option of movement now. Here I will retreat. The problem is with this stack, because now it is effectively surrounded with Germans having all these 2 hexes in their zones of control. This is pretty bad, but well, from the other hand, they will have to attack it. So maybe I will... No, I cannot move like that, because I cannot move in the enemy zones of in the same zone of control. So I will move here. I am thinking of making some kind of counter-attack, maybe. Oh, so like this one. So maybe I will be able to drive these Germans out of here. Let's try, why not? And I think that's all when it comes to the German actions here. So, I mean Soviet actions here. Looks like so, yeah. So let's go to the Soviet attacks. And first here, I have 9 versus 5, so it's 2 to 1. Oh, 10, -1, B1. So attacker has to retreat 1 hex, and the defender has to retreat 1 hex, attacker suffers 1 loss. No good. And find next here, I have 10 and 14 versus 7. So it's 2 to 1 and 1 to 1 because of white star. So it's 1 to 1 and 6, B1. So defender has to retreat 1 hex, and well, they can only retreat here. So that's what they are going to do. Okay, thanks to that, this stack is in supply now. So this is great, and I believe that's all when it comes to the Soviet movement. And now, Soviet supply phase. As for this group, now the situation might be complicated, because Germans are pushing here, and they cannot get their supply through this way, so they have to get their supply from here. So it's 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these units are not in supply now, I believe. Let me check if I am correct, but I think yes, they are not in supply. Russians, yes, they have 8 movement points to trace their supply. So yes, they are all not in supply now. I think I want to mark all of these units are as not in supply, because it will take too much time. I will only place a counter for them, and well, this unit requires level 2 out of supply, because it was already out of supply in the previous turn. And as all for them, they are in the out of supply level of 1. Okay, that's all for the Soviet stuff. No, one more thing I forgot about is Soviet artillery attacking Budapest. So these guns are firing here with 3, 10, this is nothing. These 14 -6, they are firing with 8, this is nothing. And they are firing here with 4, 11 with 4, it is disorganization check for Germans, and they are disorganized. Okay, so that's all for the turn 3. Yes, that's all, and I think this is a good moment to call it a day. Well, Germans are not doing extremely fine. Their progress is very small, and on the directions they hoped to gain a major advantage, I mean here, well, they are not even reaching the outskirts of the Budapest, and their units already suffered some losses. And the problem might be here, because I need to capture these two towns to trace my line from Tata to Budapest. And as you can see, my attacks so far here aren't very effective. The only good situation seems to be around Czechoslovakia, because Germans are making some progress and Soviets suffer some losses. So I think I will be able to capture this city sooner or later, but it might be not too much to open my way to Budapest. Of course, there is an alternative way. I mean, here is Tata. I can make my way here and then there to Budapest as well. But it will be a longest road, and my forces here are not that strong. So that's all for today. We will see how it goes in the next part. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.